Hello there. Russia has conquered large areas in the south of the Ukraine and wants to incorporate them. The Kremlin acts as if an overwhelming approval can be expected in what they dare to call referendums. The situation at the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine continues to deteriorate as well. Several artillery shells reportedly fell in the town of Enerhoda, where the power plant employees live, on Sunday evening. As in the previous days, the Russian and Ukrainian sides blamed each other for the shelling. Videos from both sides showed that numerous cars were burning in residential areas. A few hours earlier, Russian troops had allegedly shot down an armed Ukrainian drone directly over one of the 6 reactors, which would be definitely stupid. Russian attacks were reported along the front line and from several regions in the Ukrainian hinterland on Sunday. President Volodymyr Zelensky discussed the next steps to counter the invasion with the military and the security apparatus. He did not give details, but announced, "The occupiers will feel the consequences in the further actions of our defenders." Today, it was 187 days since Russia started the war against the neighboring country. Today, when I'm filming, not when you're watching. As a further step in the escalation at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, the Russian occupation administration reported an alleged Ukrainian attack with a drone. The aircraft, as I said, was shot down and fell on the containment shell over a reactor. The explosive charge detonated without causing any damage, though. This information has not been independently verified. It was assumed that the drone was intended to hit a spent fuel storage facility. The night shelling of the city of Enerhoda injured 9 people, 2 of them seriously, said Vladimir Rogov, a member of the occupation administration, on Monday night. With such steps, Ukraine wants to prevent experts from the International Atomic Energy Agency from visiting the nuclear power plant. That's what the Russians say. Also, this information could not be independently verified. The escaped Ukrainian mayor of Enerhoda, Dmytro Orlov, spoke of a provocation because Russian troops would have fired. He accused Moscow of nuclear blackmail because Russian troops are entrenched in the nuclear power plant. The international community fears a possible nuclear accident caused by the fighting at Europe's largest nuclear power plant. 2 reactors went into emergency shutdown last week because the power supply was intermittent. There are still no safety guarantees for the expected journey of the IAEA experts. And no attack on Ukrainian cities will remain unanswered, said President Zelensky after the consultation with the military. Zaporizhzhia, Orikhiv, Kharkiv, Donbas, they will get an answer for everyone, he said. According to the Office of the President, the meeting dealt with the situation at the front, the needs of the army, and coordination with international partners. According to the authorities, the Rivne region in northern Ukraine was attacked with Russian missiles on Sunday evening. Activists from neighboring Belarus linked the attack to several Russian warplanes taking off from airfields in Belarus. The ruler there, dictator Alexander Lukashenko, made his country available to the Russian troops as a deployment area against Ukraine. 2 missiles also hit the center of the eastern Ukrainian city of Kharkiv on Sunday evening, as Mayor Ihor Terekov announced. An administration building was destroyed during that. And dozens of locations along the more than 2,000-kilometer-long front line were fired upon by Russian tanks, tube and rocket artillery, the Ukrainian General Staff said. Russian assaults were repelled in several places in the Donbas. And Russia continues to aim for a union of the occupied territories in Ukraine with the help of so-called referendums. High-ranking Kremlin official Sergei Kirienko put out a number that said that in the pro-Russian separatist region of Donetsk and Luhansk, 91 to 92% of the population were in favor of joining Russia. In the Cherson and Zaporizhzhia areas, which have been conquered since February, it would be 75 to 77%. Kirienko was citing surveys in the region that allegedly showed these results. Yeah, nicely forged. The decision is pending, said the deputy head of the presidential office. President Vladimir Putin has always said that the decision lies with the people of the region and that Russia will respect their choice after frauding that like on Crimea. The Russian and Ukrainian media have repeatedly speculated about referendums in the occupied territories in September. Russian online portal Medusa, which operates out of Latvia, reported, citing sources in the Kremlin, that support for joining was much lower. And still, they forged the last referendum and they will do the same with the next, so I don't trust anything there. I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.